girls have been asking me about my makeup routine, how I'm doing it, what products I'm using, and I figured today would be the best day to sit down and actually do a YouTube video versus doing TikToks or shorts or reels. I have a lot of new products here. Go over the products that I'm using with you. I'm also going to be trying some new stuff, so we're going to see how that works out together. But I just wanted to do a longer form video to really give you all the information that you want. This is going to be kind of a semi talk through, show and tell type of thing, because I do have several different products here that I've never used before. So we're going to use them together, see how they work. And then I also want to just kind of give you guys more detailed information on the way that I'm doing my makeup, the process of it. Everybody does their process. What works for you works for you. This is what works for me. I do plan on trying some different things in the future, but for now, this is how I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm going to show you guys the products that I'm using here, but I'll also link them below. Well, I'll list them below in the description box so you can see them there. If you have any questions after this video, want to see something else from me, then definitely let me know in the comment section. I love to interact with you guys, so please leave me a comment. The first product that I'm using is something new, and this is a moisturizer right here. You guys forgive me. The weather is changing and so is my voice. But this is the La Roche-Posay, and this one I absolutely love because it is specifically for oily to combination skin, and y'all know I'm an oily girl. I have been using this for the past nearly a year, and I have not turned back. I actually bought more products from this brand because this works so well. Oily girl, you know, we don't want to admit it, but we're scared to put moisturizers on our skin because I don't know about you guys, but any of them that I've used in the past, I still got oily. But with this one, it doesn't happen. I promise you. Give it a try. It may work for you. All right, so here's another new product, and this one is new because I have not used it before, and this is the Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum. I honestly went to Sephora to try and get the balm, but they were out, the Universal Balm, so I went with this instead. So we're going to try this out. I have seen girls actually using this one along with the balm, but I think it'll be good for me to see what this does on its own before I invest and buy the other. You guys see there's like a little nozzle there, and then there's like a little pump here. So I'm going to put this on my skin, and it's like a little drop. I don't really know how far this is going to stretch. But I'm just really focusing it more so in my T-zone areas, and I'm going to pat it in. I don't know if you rub it in, but I'm going to pat it in, and I'm going to get a little bit more. I really can't, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't really feel like the powder yet. Maybe it needs to dry. Now is where I would typically go in with precisely my brow pencil in 4.5 and fill in and shape my brows. But I wanted to try a different product because I went to get some more brow freeze from Anastasia Beverly Hills. They were completely out. They didn't even have the one with the wand. They were like completely out. And so I kept looking, and then I saw this on display, and it is the Volumizing Brow Freeze Tint or something. Let me tell you what it exactly is. The Volumizing Tinted Brow Gel. So I'm going to try this today, see how it works. I did go ahead and use what brow freeze I had left in here to slick my brows up, but I'm going to see how this works as far as filling in, giving me those brow strokes instead of using this pen here. So I was not certain about the shade that I should get, but I got Ebony. I think maybe I should have gone with medium deep, but we're gonna find out. One side of this brush has like mascara bristles on it. The other side is not. I don't know if you guys can tell. Maybe I should read the instructions to find out more about why that is. But let's just go for it. And we're gonna do this first brow just to see if we noticed any difference in using this product. On the tail of my brow, I'm gonna flip it around and use that other side. And I'm just kind of flicking it. Okay, can you guys tell a difference? Let me know if you see a difference. See a bit of a difference. This one is darker. I still need to line it with my pencil though, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know, you guys, I don't think I'm really a fan of this product. Maybe it's the shade I got because I feel like it's too dark. Maybe it's the way I'm applying it, I don't know, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll probably go ahead and still keep it for those days where, let me not lie, I probably won't keep it. Let's go ahead and finish the brows up. I'm still gonna use my pencil. Again, this is precisely my brow pencil in 4.5. And I'm looking down because my mirror is down here, but hopefully you guys can still be able to see what I'm doing. Alright, so the brows are done. I'm going to leave them as is. Let's move on to the face. I did go ahead and let this product dry, and I can tell the difference. I can feel that powdery soft finish there, especially on my nose, which feels really soft. And then here in my smile lines, I can feel it there. So I do like the product. We're going to see how it performs though throughout the day. So I probably have the makeup on for about 6 hours. Using this Pro Stick from NYX, and it is in the shade Sienna, I think, or something like that. No, this is Apricot. It's a color corrector, and I'm just gonna add this down here where I have all this discoloration. Let's blend this out. Now that I have my color corrector on, I'm looking all orange. We're gonna go in with foundation. One of my tried and true foundation combinations, you guys seen me use it for many years, is the MAC Studio Finish in NC47, along with the Maybelline Fit Me in 334, and, oh, excuse me, 355 Coconut. And I usually mix the two together and get my perfect shade. I will make mention though of this NARS matte foundation right here. This is in the shade Marquise's, I believe is how you pronounce it. But this one I really love as well. Although it's just a bit darker, I can make it work. But these two right here, we're gonna wear today. If I'm good and tan, like my summertime shade, then it's going to be this one here. It is Chef's Kiss. I just wish they had the perfect shade for me. I'm gonna use my little palette down here to pour some out. And I'm gonna be using my new brushes. If you do not follow me on TikTok, you need to go over there and follow me so you can find out all you need to know about these brushes right here. Super affordable, great quality. Check the video out and get you these brushes because I'm telling you, they're selling fast. All right, so let's go ahead and do this foundation here. And I just got like a little towel here and I'm just mixing it up. And I get a little bit and I'm just tapping, doing tapping motion. You don't want to take the whole blob and put it on. That's too much. You want to tap it out. You only need just a little bit. So I'm just tapping it. And I probably have more than enough here to finish my face, but I'm just tapping, doing tapping motions, right? And then you do the same thing on your skin. You tap it in, tap. And I always like to go along the jawline first. And then I blend up because this is where the majority of my foundation is going to be. Up here, I'm going to have contour, I'm going to have blush, I'm going to have concealer all up in here. And so I just want to make sure the areas where there's only going to be foundation have enough coverage. So let's add that in. Don't forget your nose. The color corrector that I put down should not be showing through. If it is, I need to add more product. Put any foundation under my eyes because that is where my concealer is going to go. So right up in here, you don't need to put any. I'm going to go to the blush area, like my high cheekbones. Put product there, but that's it. And around my brows. Again, the key to not looking so cakey is minimal product. You don't need a ton. And see, I used all of that foundation. So now let's move on to concealer. Your concealers, you want to always go 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade. I have 2 shades here. One is a shade lighter and the other is maybe 2 shades lighter. Pick which one you prefer. I like to use both, honestly, because I was testing out new product. As you can see, these are the small travel size ones, but these are from Tarte, and these are the Creasely Creamy concealers, and they are Chef's Kiss. I love them. I did a full day trial of them in a TikTok video, so you can catch it there. Works perfectly fine. I love it. My absolute favorite. So the shades I got, in case we are shade twins, I have 48G and 49W. G is going to be for your golden and W is going to be for your warm. I'm a neutral girl, so I can live in between, which is why both of these work for me. The first one I'm going to go in with is my warm shade. And my warm shade is going to go here. And I do like to kind of cut it close to the eye. And it just glides on so effortlessly. Put a little here. And I'm going to add a little bit forehead. And some may ask, do I conceal my eyebrows? Yes and no, it really depends. I'm going in with the golden shade. This is a more light shade. I'm going to put this right in the middle. And then I'm also going to put this on the inner eye area. You always want this section here to be the brightest section. When you think about how sunlight hits your face, this is where it's going to hit first and shine first. The further out you go is where you get that shadow. I'm going to put a little dot here on my nose. And I'm going to use this in my chin just a little bit. I already have a really prominent chin, so I don't like to do too much there. But that's good enough. So before we blend out our concealer, I'm going to go in with some blush. This is a new technique that I have been trying, and I really like it. And it's really good if you're using, like, you know, a liquid blush. And so today I'm using Juvia's Place liquid blush, and this is in Coral Rose. So it's a really warm orange shade. A little goes a super long way with this. Also, I will say you can experiment with using this for things other than blush, perhaps an eyeshadow or maybe a lip color. Just saying, I haven't done it, but I've seen it done and it works great. So you see, I just done some simple dots, but trust me, it's gonna carry us far. So what I'm gonna do first is blend out the blush, and then we'll go on with the concealer, because I want the concealer to overlap and sit on top of the blush. And the brush I'm using here is a e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. I got it off of Amazon, and it works really, really well for, you know, liquid products. It's a dual fiber brush. They had another one that I really liked, but they discontinued it, and so this is the only other that's most similar. So I've been using this one, and I really, really like it. And remember, you don't want to drag it too far down because we still have our contour if we're going to do contour, but I'm just going to do a bronzer. But I still have my bronzer to do, which is going to go a little bit lower than that. So I don't want to take this too far down. I just want to kind of blend it and fuse it out. And then I like to blend it up towards that eye. So it's going to kind of be symmetry right here with that product. And then I'm going to focus most of it, of course, here on that cheekbone. And if ever you feel like you have too much product, don't hesitate to brush it off on a towel or something like that. But I know how much to put down since using this product. And so this is where I'm comfortable at. So now we're going to take another brush, which I'm going to use this one that Tarte gave me. We're just going to try it out. And we're going to blend out the darker shade first. So that warm shade that I put down first, we're going to blend that out. And then we'll go in and blend out the golden shade. So I'm going to start here. But anyway, so I'm just going to start here at the bottom because I don't want to spread that product up to the eye yet. I want most of this concealer to be down here at the bottom. So I'm just going to press here towards the bottom. And I'm going to fan it into that blush that I just put down. And then I like to carry mine out this way a little bit towards the brow. Again, still kind of playing with it and fanning it down like that into the blush. I still have that line there. Now I'm going to blend that upward, and I'm just going to tap it. I'm not going to pull it or press it to try and smooth it. I'm just going to tap it where it is. And that tap itself is going to blend it out. I'm just going back and forth, looking up, because if you look down, you're going to get creases. We don't want to press this into the crease of our eyes. Again, back and forth. You stop, take a look. Let's blend it out. And as I'm blending, I'm kind of pressing downward like this, just a little bit. It's like a tap, but it's a tap, swipe, very quickly. Thank you, Tarte, but these bristles are super hard, like stabbing my eyelid. So I'm going back. I'm going to go back with the brush that I just recently purchased. So still doing the warm shade first. We're going to do this here. Warm here. And the nose. Now let's go in and blend out the golden shade, which is the lighter shade. And I'm going to do the same thing starting here at the bottom and blending it out. Merging it into the other shade that was there. And then blending up. Alright, so now it is time to apply our powder now that our concealer is all blended out. For powder, I use a mixture, you guys. I use Dermablend, translucent powder. I have Danessa Myricks powder in number 3, 4, and 5, I think. I also use a L'Oreal powder. So I honestly can't tell you what is in here because I mix them up. I also use Fenty, I think it's Cashew is the powder number, a powder name. I use that one as well. What I'm going to do is take my puff and press it into that powder, and then I kind of do a couple little taps on top to just kind of get some of that excess off. This is what my puff looks like, but to further smooth this out, because we don't want clumps of powder stuck to our face, I'm going to take it and press it to the back of my hand just like this. And that's going to smooth out the meal of that powder. And then I'm just going to lightly go in and press it into the skin. And again, I'm just pressing it. You want to look up when you're doing this so you can make sure that you're not setting your creases, but you also want to make sure you blend them out before you apply this powder. And I do the same exact thing for like my chin, also my forehead area. And sometimes, you guys, I'll press a little bit into my brows because I don't like my brows to be wet looking or shiny. So I'll press a little bit into there as well. Okay, so now that I look kind of like a ghost, let's bronze the face up and bring back some of that warmth and color to my skin tone. My bronzers are from Iman Cosmetics. Yes, they are no longer available. I'm so sorry, but I absolutely love them. She sent me all of them before they closed out. So I'm going to take this one right here. And again, this is Iman Cosmetics, you guys. I don't have like any other recommendations other than the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. I think it's Hydra Perfect, or that may be the loose powder. But L'Oreal has one. I think it's Soft Sable is the color that I use. So I'm going to take it and put it right in here. Let my brush, this is how my brush is angled, right up in here. I'm going to tap, tap, and then blend. Because I want most of the color here, and then I'm going to blend and blend it up. And then same for the forehead. We're going to just kind of push it into, tap, tap, and then blend. Pushing it into the hairline. So yes, I'm going to have some product in my hair, and that's okay. Again, fluffy brush, tap, tap, and blend. Tap, tap, and blend. And I have, like, you know, my hairline kind of extends out pretty far. I'm never going to cut that. And so I'm going to absolutely have, you know, bronzer in that section of my hair. That's just what's going to be. All right, now I'm going to take my brush, dip it again into the bronzer. I'm going to lightly define that jawline right here. And again, I'm going really lightly, and then I'm going to blend it downward. Don't blend it up. I want to blend it downward. I'm going to go on this side again. See how I'm kind of tapping it down. And what this does is it further defines the jawline. It also creates the illusion of a slimmer jawline. neck fat up under here, you know how we get that kind of hanging, it's gonna hide that as well if you use your bronzer down there. Again, you want to make sure you blend this out pretty good. If you want, you can go back, and I have a pointy chin, so I kind of do my chin like this a little bit to hide some of that sharpness that exists. I have always used a concealer as the base for my eyeshadow. Now that I'm more interested in kind of experimenting with different colors, some of them lighter, some of them darker, I want to use a eyeshadow base. And so I picked up two from Morphe. I got the shade Melody and the shade Debut. One is more of a brown shade, one's lighter. I'm gonna open them up so we can at least take a look at them and see. But I do wanna try an eyeshadow base, or primer, shall I say, so that my eyeshadow has something to stick to and that my eyelids are more smooth. Ooh, the packaging is nice. So here's the packaging right here. Not enough people have a protective film over their products when you open them up. I appreciate that so much, because when you buy stuff out of the store, you just never know. Like, did somebody touch this? Did somebody smell this? Did somebody, you know, maybe I'm a germaphobe, but that's me. Okay, so today we're going to use Melody to prime our lids. And I'm just gonna take a brush. We're gonna take this one. It's like kind of a small, stiff brush. We're gonna pat it in here. Looks pretty creamy. And then we're gonna add this to the lid. And you don't have to use a brush. You can use your finger if you want to. But I'm kind of like one of those people who don't like things under my nails. So I tend to use a brush if I can. And I'm just gonna fill this all the way into that socket, just like that. Use a M412 brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna use the exact same color that I used to do my bronzer. And I'm gonna put it right in here. I like to do swirling motions right in here first, and then sweep whatever's left into that socket. So if I open my eye, my pencil or my brow, golly. So if I open my eye, the bristles of my brush are right into that socket area, and that's where I want to concentrate this color. As I'm sweeping back and forth, it's naturally going to diffuse the color and blend it out. And I can already tell you guys that this color is showing up a lot more than if I did not use a primer base. When I use my concealer, you usually don't get this color payoff. So I think I'm going to be priming my lids from now on. I typically take what's left and kind of brush it down my nose to give me a little bit more of a contoured nose. I'm comfortable with my nose. It's not an area that I want to, you know, slim down too much, but I do want to define and mirror the shadows on my skin with my makeup, if that makes sense. So my eyes are ready, they're primed. I've got my transition shade in there, which is the same bronzer that I used on my face. And now we're gonna try a different product. This is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks. And this one is in the Duo 5 shade. You know Danessa Myricks, you know she's amazing at what she does makeup wise, but her products are next level. They're innovative and they are highly functional, and I just love them. And so I picked this one up. One side is a foil, one side is a metallic, and you can you know, they're magnetic, so you can interchange them however you want. There I believe are a total of 6 or maybe more of these combinations that she has, but this one is again number 5. So we're going to try this one first. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with the metallic side, and you just simply screw it up like this, and you can smear it on or you can dab it on. I'm actually going to do something a little different and try a brush. Again, y'all, I don't like really using my fingers for this kind of thing, but I do have this small Real Technique brush, so I'm going to use this to kind of put some on here and see if this works. If not, then we'll go in with a tapping motion and tap the product in. But I think I have more control using this brush, and so that's what I want to try first. All right, let's add this on. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks really nice. Let's get a little bit more. Now I'm gonna try the stick this time and see what we get on this side. If we get a better payoff here. And then maybe use the brush to blend it out. Let's try that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you absolutely want to use the stick itself and then blend out with your brush. And you want to work fast because I don't think these are moving that much. Okay, so yeah, that worked a lot better. So you go ahead and apply it. As soon as you apply it, go ahead and start blending because baby, she's not moving. The metallic side. Now I'm going to go in with the foil side, and the foil side I'm just going to tap it on to the center because I want to do like kind of like a spotlight look with this of the eye. Do like a spotlight. Okay. Here we go, and I'm going to see if I can blend it with my finger. Oh, wow. I got very little on my finger, which lets me know that this product is going to stick and stay. But although I tried to put most of it in the middle, when I did that, it kind of spread it out a little bit more than I wanted to. But I actually like the look of that, so I'm not mad. But this just kind of elevates it. So let's do the same thing over here. I think I got a clump of it. I went a little too hard. Oh, I pressed it. I was pressing it too hard, you guys. Don't press hard. I pressed it too hard. It's really creamy. That's why I got like a ton over here. Oh my gosh. Did I just do that? I did. So I absolutely used too much over here. I was pressing so hard, not paying attention to realize that it was actually like melting. So don't do like me, okay? I'm gonna see if I can fix this, but like I said, this is Color Fix Sticks, and I'm telling you, it sticks because I was trying to blend out with my fingers and it didn't really move it much at all. So it's very obvious that I did a whole lot more on this side, but I kind of like that you can get to see how much you can build it up to versus what you can do with a little soft touch. But this is what we've got, you guys. The product works really well. Again, remember, it is extremely creamy. It's almost going to melt as you apply it. So be gentle with your touch. You can just tap it. You don't need to really swipe it. It's not a crayon because if you do, you're going to mess the product up. Let's move on to the eyes and finish up the eyes and smoke them out here. I'm going to go in with this brush here. I'm going to dip into that darker shade, brown. This one actually is a bronzer, but I'm using it as an eyeshadow. And this is from the CoverGirl Queen collection. I still have it. I bought a couple of it when I knew that they were going to get rid of them. So I got like the last few that my store had. And so, yeah, this is what we got here. And I'm just adding just a little bit to smoke it out. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with a cream blush. This one is Daiquiri Dip from Fenty. I'm going to use this one. This is also like kind of an orange tinted blush, so I'm going to use this. A little goes a long way here, so I'm just going to kind of tap to bring back some of that orange that I lost when I did my concealer. I don't want to do too much, but I do want to bring back some of that color that I had. So I came across, when I was looking through the Morphe stuff, I came across this lip gloss, and I've always wanted kind of a clear, everyday type of lip gloss that I can wear that doesn't really have much color to it, but also one that was going to give me a bit of a plump. So we're going to try this one today. This one is, I think they had like maybe 4 or 5 different shades, but this one is Honey Hot, and it is called Queen Bee. And again, this is from Morphe. So we're going to try this today. I have tried other gloss plumping glosses before. Some of them were okay, and some of them I really didn't see anything. So I hadn't tried it in a long time. Hope it's not sticky. If it is, it's going back because I can't stand a sticky gloss. So the first thing I'm going to wipe off any foundation products that got on my lips. So now that I have my lips cleared off, let's try this and see. I'm hoping it's not too hot because it does say honey hot. It does have a bit of a cool sensation right now. Let me time it. I just put it on, let's say 40 seconds ago. Let's just give it a minute. Let's say I had it on a minute so far. There is a bit of a, okay, so there was a cooling sensation. Now it's turning more into a tingling sensation. It is a little sticky, but not terrible. I can deal with it. But let's just keep going with the face. It is starting to tingle a bit, but it's not burning at all. So that's good. It's been about 2 minutes since I've had it on. But let's keep this thing going because I got some other stuff I got to get done. So let's keep going. So let's finish up the eyes. I am not going to be doing any lashes today just because for time's sake. But if you are interested in, you know, a how-to lash tutorial, let me know. I think there is one on this particular channel. If not, I will find it and see if I can link it here so you guys can see that. But I did already create a really detailed tutorial on how to apply your lashes, the strip lashes. So if you want to see that, let me know. Now we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line, and to do so I'm just going to continue to use the same bronzer that I've been using this whole time because it works. I mean, it's just really simple, just to kind of use what you have. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, ooh, let's see, can I take this brush? I'll take this brush here that I use for the outer V. I just dusted it off. I'm going to use this to smoke out my bottom lash line. I'm going to use a lighter shade, or I'm going to use the darker shade, and then I'm going to use a lighter shade bronzer to smoke out that bottom lash line. Okay, lips are starting to burn now. And not like burn, but it's getting hot. Whew, it is getting hotter. And I'm just like, how much more intense is this about to get? So it is intensifying, and it's been on for, let's say, 4 minutes. It's intensifying. Now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Exhibition and Strength mascara, Stretch and Strengthen mascara. This is from CoverGirl. Again, I am not applying lashes today, strip lashes. I just don't feel like it. So we're just going to go in with some coats of this. Okay, this mess is getting hot. As long as it doesn't get any more hot than it is right now, I'm good. Right now it just feels like bee stings. So I'm hoping this is where it stays. I have been searching and looking for the perfect nude shade to use as my eyeliner. I came across this one. It was on sale for like $5, and I'm going to try this one. It's from Maybelline. It is from their Tattoo Studio line, and this is in the shade Biscotti Cream. I think that's what it says. But we're going to try this one out today and see how I like it. I do like that it is a cream. I just hope that it doesn't run too much. But we're going to try this one out and see what we get. So can you see the difference? This eye looks more awake than this side, and that's exactly what I want, especially for the holiday seasons. I need something to brighten me up, keep me lively, and so I think this one is a good buy. Let's do the other eye. So So we have a new lip combo to try. I've seen it several times on several different shades of women, and I loved it on each of them. And I have to see what it looks like on me, of course. And that is using the Ruby Woo from MAC along with Night Moth. Now, I do not have the Night Moth pencil. I just can't bring myself to pay that much for a lip pencil. So I got something that is similar. It's from Morphe. It is in the shade Nightcap. And really, all I want is like a really dark color brown, almost kind of similar to a black, but not black. And this is the deepest color pencil that I could find. Now, I do have others here that I can try as well, but I kind of want to see what this lip pencil does with this product before I try some different combinations. So we're going to go with this one. Again, this is the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Nightcap. So I do have a little bit of a gloss on. I was using something earlier, so I'm going to wipe that off, and then we'll go in with this one because this is a matte lipstick. So let's wipe off a little bit of this gloss. This is a plumping gloss that I just tried. I really like this pencil. It's a really pretty shade. I think it's perfect. I'm probably gonna buy another one. I really like the way this color paid off. It did really good. Now this particular Ruby Woo is the Silky Matte. So this one is gonna have a matte finish. They do have another that has more of a silky satin, I guess you could say, finish to it. But I definitely wanted the matte because I want the option to gloss it if I choose to. Yeah, I like it. I still have a little bit of that gloss on there, but it's pretty. Hey you guys, so I'm sitting here editing my video and I realized that I did not give you guys an ending to the video. I don't know if I just didn't do it or if I erased that clip, but whatever, I cannot find it. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you have questions or suggestions for things you'd like to see from me going forward, then definitely put them in the description box below. I will respond to those and do the best that I can to fulfill your wishes. And I hope you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.